First piece of music I ever bought, MC Hammer. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. I bought it because I was like 7 years old, and you know, you can't touch this was the move right there, the pants and the dance and all that.
All right, the first piece of music I bought on my own was the Fat Boys Crushin', and I love that tape a lot. I love it so much that I had to buy it every time I toured and saw it. And classic songs such as My Nuts. It was everything, it was just that I bought it myself and that they were rapping. Like, they were rapping, that was so cool. Like, rapping was the coolest thing you could do then. It was like probably 85, 84. That was the coolest thing you could do. And I went in a store and I bought it myself, and they were rapping to me, and I could be home, and before my mom and my stepdad got home, I could like rock it in the room, and I could say my nuts.
First piece of music I ever bought with my own money. I think that might be the Chronic. Dr. Dre. I think that was just like, it was a life experience type of thing where it's like, I need this. Like, I'm smoking now. This is part of the theme music for my activity. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was what really did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made me feel like, and that's what music is missing, is that, you know, this is a part of my life. This is the theme music to my, you know, zone.
Oh, the first, I spent my own money to buy, it was SIBO to the Casket Drops back in 1996, which is a real underground West Coast artist. That was the first album I bought. Well, the fact that he was from California and not too far from where I was raised, you know what I'm saying? And the attention that he got for just speaking his mind, you know what I'm saying? He was on the news, although he went to jail for that album, like for the lyrics that he said on that, he got locked up for that shit. And I just never knew that that was the first time I actually saw like how powerful your words can be and how effective they can be, you know what I'm saying? Just writing a rhyme, you know what I'm saying? And that was what really grabbed me in. That was the same year like the Are You Still Down by Pac dropped and a bunch of stuff, but that was the first piece of music I spent my money on.
DMX, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot. That was my first piece of music I purchased with my money. I don't know where I got the money from. I think it was probably shooting dice in middle school or something. I came up with a quick $17. DMX has a huge impact on me doing music because he gave me that energy that I felt like was missing in hip hop. It was a void that was missing in Pac past. And I understand now why, you know, DMX's presence had such an impact on me, because it was a void that was missing, and when he came, he filled that void for me. I didn't know it then, but now I know. When I go back and I listen to the certain things he was talking about, it was real, it was honest, and it was him. Same with Pac.
Wow, the first piece of music, I think it was Common Sense first album. I was in high school, like I think middle school. And I bought Can I Borrow a Dollar album? Yeah, that was the first one. It was just Common's flow at the time. You know, he was just so different. And you know, he would do the little like sound effects with his voice and stuff like that too. So it just spoke to me.
Biz Markie Going Off on Criminal Minded. I heard in the record in the skate rig, I heard Nobody Beats the Biz, and I wanted the album, and I went and bought Biz Markie Going Off, and that was it.
Nobody Beats the Wiz, She Ali, age ain't nothing but a number. And if people know my story and why I started rhyming and how I started rhyming because of She Ali. Like, I was watching Video Music Box on a Saturday at 9 years old, and I saw this video, age ain't nothing but a number, and I instantly just fell into it.
The first piece of music I remember buying was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, 12-inch. Girls of the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble. It had a blue label with a cloud, a light blue label with a white cloud on it. I remember buying 2 of those, and I only had 1 turntable, but I knew the DJs always bought 2 records, so I bought 2. What made me buy those particular records was everybody in my neighborhood was listening to it. It was a big record. It had the I Dream of Jeannie sample in it. It was instantly recognizable. And I just liked the way he was coming on the song. It was real self-explanatory, clean, you know what I mean? Like my mom wouldn't get mad at me for having it. And that was my first foray in actually buying a record. She had a record player, but you know, I had some little money on the side. I saved up some money, and those were the first 2 records I bought.
Ah, wow. The first album that I've ever bought with my own money would probably be, wow, that's really going back. It would probably be a mass production album. I'm trying to remember the name of the album. I don't necessarily remember the name of the album, but it was the album that had I Just Want to Make My Dreams Come True. That was a really big block party song in Philly. Well, that was one of those songs that, you know, I used to go to the block parties and I would sit and just watch the DJ, just kind of control everything. Like he played the music and it was almost like people did whatever he made them do, you know, through records. And that was one of the records that he would play and everybody would go crazy. So I just kind of took my lunch money one day and was like, I'm just not gonna eat. I'm gonna jump on the sub and I'm gonna go downtown and I'm gonna buy this record and that's gonna kick it off.
Joe Tex, I Got You. I saw one of my crazy uncles come in the house singing it and did that little, when you put your foot behind your leg and go down and come up in a spin, do that little dance move. I don't know, it just made me feel like I knew I had that record.
The first piece of music I would say I bought with my own money was Puff Daddy's No Way Out. That was the first like album, and it was my first dirty album too, because my parents would never let me, like they would always buy me clean versions. Like, nah, you ain't listening to dirty versions. So they bought me, so I went out and bought my own, like snuck it and everything, and bought Puff Daddy's No Way Out. I believe that was like 1997.
It had to be the Michael Jackson Off the Wall cassette tape. That was the first piece of music, because I was a big Michael Jackson fan. Like, he's the reason I love music in general, just across from hip hop. So, you know, me and my dad was sitting, that was one of our bonds other than sports. We would get together Friday, Saturday morning and watch videos and record them on tapes. And then put them back in and watch them again together. So, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. I don't even have to say, like, the music Michael makes, like you could feel it. It's just timeless, good music for the soul. Like, and you know how he moves and gives the energy in his dances of what he sings about. Like, it just caught me as a child. I was stuck when I saw Michael. So, you know, just all of that.
First piece of music I ever bought with my own money. That's a good one, man. It might have been Raising Hell, Run DMC. I do remember buying that. That's the first thing I remember buying, because it had the different covers. It had the purple one, the green one, I think a red one, and I wanted to get all 3 of them. So I would say that, you know, I've been collecting music since way before hip hop though. Like, I remember Prince records and stealing my sister's records, you know. So yeah, but probably Run DMC that time. I was into music and Stevie Wonder. So, you know, when hip hop came along, I seen it as part of soul music. And to this day, I still see hip hop not as a separate entity, but more just another form of soul music.